Okay. So what does Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in this ruku of Surah Ghafir? I told you Surah Ghafir, and I told you its name is Surah Mu'min as well. أَوَلَمْ
Hmm.
يَسِيرُوا فِي الْأَرْضِ. Why don't they? And lam yasiru. They don't travel. Why don't they travel? Fil ard, around the globe. فَيَنْظُرُوا, they will definitely see. كَيْفَ كَانَ عَاقِبَةُ الَّذِينَ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. And they can see the downfall of the people. الَّذِينَ كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. And how they were punished. كَانُوا مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ, before them. So there are generation and generation past, before
Hmm.
the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu came. So Allah says, have they not journeyed in the land that they might observe the end of those who came before them? Okay. So who came before them? You know, the tribe of Ad. Hmm?
The tribe of
Then you
who?
can see the tribe of Samud. Okay. The tribe of
Hmm.
Lu alayhi salam. Okay.
Okay.
So there are many tribes. Tribe of Yunus alayhi salam. So how they were being, they were being, you know, their consequences. They followed their consequences. Faced their consequences. So how Allah Subhanahu wa Taala did? Allah Subhanahu wa Taala left them upon their bad deeds and upon their ignorance. No, Allah never left them. Kanuhum ashadda minhum quwwatan. And mind you, Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, they were far more stronger than them. Who? Than the people of Mecca, who were creating trouble to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam while he was propagating Islam, the message. They would never let him do. So Allah says, don't be influenced, O Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Before them there were prophets whose nations and whose tribe did not let him do the work. So, and they were heavily armed and they were heavily powerfully people. They had some great skills. These people don't have. These people of Makkah, they are very weak in front of them. Okay. For
Hmm.
example, look at the people of Ad. They were so mighty that they used to snatch, or they used to carve the mountains with their bare hands, and they could just take out the whole tree by just the force of their hand.
Hmm.
And they were big. They were of big heights, like 17 feet. So, for example, so can you see a person like 70 feet, 17 feet bigger
Hmm.
than? So they were huge, right? And they were very powerful. So let's say they couldn't stand forth in front of me. So these tiny people of Makkah, how can they just let me, not propagate my message on the face of the earth? So they will also follow the same path of extension, extension. Okay, wa atharan fil ard, and there are many you know kind of signs on the earth that indicate about their ultimate uh, you know consequences that they faced. وَآثَارًا فِي الْأَرْضِ. And you will find those signs as well. They were even greater in the strength than and left behind more splendid traces in the land. وَآثَارًا فِي الْأَرْضِ. So you can find their traces. So, for example, the community of Ad is on the way from Mecca towards Yemen, I think so, or like this. So they were the people very near to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu, where he was living. So Allah says that you can see their living places; they are all gone. There are just nothing but just some traces and signs. Okay. So now they are of the international heritage. They came and they have preserved these places where everybody can visit. And Prophet Muhammad SAW, when he used to visit these places, or when he used to go somewhere, and he had to cross, for example, from the from the place of Ad, he used to cover his head, cover his face, and ask his companion to cross the land furiously, okay, in a speedy way. Why? Because these were the places of azab, where the azab came on the people, and they couldn't even just move out from their places, who was in the house and who was out of the house while he was busy in some job. When azab, the punishment came, nobody had the chance to leave the place. So this was their ultimate consequence. وَمَا كَانَ لَهُم مِّنَ اللَّهِ مِن وَاقٍ, and they had none who could protect them from Allah's wrath. Okay, so once you are in the wrath of Allah, then nobody can protect you. And if you are in the protection of Allah, you just do not have to fear the wrath of anyone. Okay, so what do you understand till now?
That, what do you call it? The people of the Mecca, the non-believers, the tribe people, they were very strong, while and they had a lot of power.
So Allah said
So
to Prophet Muhammad SAW that don't be influenced with their power, because there were nations more powerful than them. They couldn't stand in front of me. So, what is their position to stand in front of me, right? So, O Prophet Muhammad SAW, don't be impressed with their worldly powers, worldly influences. Okay, if you have any doubt in your mind, go to the places, the destroyed places. They are very near to you. For example, the place of Ad, the community of Ad that we destroyed. So you couldn't even find a single person over there. Everybody gone. وَلَقَدْ أَرْسَلْنَا مُوسَى بِآيَاتِنَا, and we sent Musa alayhi salam with our signs, بِآيَاتِنَا وَسُلْطَانٍ مُبِينٍ, and a clear authority. Okay, and who was the rival of Musa? Do you know?
Safaron.
Yeah, ila Fir'aun wa Haman wa Qarun, and towards Fir'aun and his associates Haman and Qarun. Okay, فقالوا ساحر كذاب. So what did they say to Musa alayhi salam? He is a sorcerer and he is a liar. The problem of these kinds of people who believe in the might is that they always fail in the argument. And once they fail, what do? فَلَمَّا جَاءَهُم بِالْحَقِّ مِنْ عِنْدِنَا, and when Musa alayhi salam came to them بالحق, with the truth, min indina, from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, قَالُوا اقْتُلُوا, kill him, أَبْنَاءَ الَّذِينَ آمَنُوا مَعَهُ. So before Musa alayhi salam, when the haqq came from ourselves, okay, from me, they they had to bow in front of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. But what did they do when it was the time of the birth of Musa alayhi salam? قالوا قتلوا, kill all abna alladhina amanu, sons of those who were the believers. So in any house, if there was a child born, they used to kill it. That's their wisdom. Because you believe in the might, you will end like them. Ma'ahu, and also the believers with them, was so that they could not even bear a child, could give birth to a child. وَاسْتَحْيُوا نِسَاءَهُمْ, and leave the weak people like the women. وَمَا كَيْدُ الْكَافِرِينَ إِلَّا فِي ضَلَالٍ, and the unbeliever's trap is just again in the veins. The guile of the unbelievers always end in vain. Okay, the trap or the guile. So what do you understand?
That the power of Allah is more mightier than the power of the insan.
Okay. And what did Firaun? How did he suggested to
And
stop Musa?
Pharaoh, as soon as the sons of the believers were born, that he would kill them.
Yeah, and leave the weak people like the women.
Yeah.
And their trap was just vain trap. These kind of stupid actions won't let Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala down. Okay? So Allah ta'ala has a greater wisdom than us, than the human beings, okay? وَقَالَ فِرْعَوْنُ ذَرُونِي أَقْتُلْ مُوسَى. And then when the Musa alayhi salam was born, and when he, propagated the message of Allah subhanahu, became the prophet, he said, leave me, ذَرُونِي أَقْتُلْ Musa. I will kill Musa. Look at him. He saw the huge signs, right? There were 8 big signs that Musa alayhi salam exhibit, but he couldn't even stand a chance. Okay, so what was his chance now? To kill Musa. Okay, وَلْيَدْعُ رَبَّهُ. Let me go and kill Musa, then let him invoke his Lord. Okay, وَلْيَدْعُ رَبَّهُ إِنِّي أَخَافُ أَن يُبَدِّلَ دِينَكُمْ أَوْ أَن يُظْهِرَ فِي الْأَرْضِ الْفَسَادَ. Because I'm very afraid that Musa is so influential that he may, kind of gonna change your belief. He will suggest that I am not the Lord. I am not the one who must be worshipped, but you will start worshipping Allah. So that is nothing that I cannot let you do that. O people, O my people. So the people of Pharaoh were Qibtis. Okay, who were they? Qibtis. They were
The
known as Qibtis. The nation of Pharaoh, or the Misris, or the Egyptians at that time were known as Qibtis. Okay, that was their surname. So he suggested to their people that if I don't kill Musa alayhi salam, he may change your belief. أو أن يظهر في الأرض الفساد. Oh, he is the one would be the responsible for all the bad that will happen into the land in the form of disruption. Okay, so while he was himself is the cause of disruption, he suggested that it's Musa who is responsible. So what do you understand?
that Pharaoh told the people of his kingdom that if I don't kill Musa, that he will probably change their belief.
Yeah, and he will disrupt the system of the kingdom. Fil ardil fasad. Then what is the reply of Musa alayhi salam? Okay, so whenever you talk with the ignorant people, you seek refuge of Allah, right?
Yeah.
Whenever you came up with the people that are ignorant and talking like someone ignorant people, just leave that place. Today I went to a place. Today I went to a meeting, and the person was so ignorantly talking. I just left the place. So it's better to leave the place than to quarrel, right? So Musa alayhi salam said, وَقَالَ Musa, and said Musa, إِنِّي عُزْتُ بِرَبِّي, I seek refuge of my Lord. وَرَبِّكُمْ, and He is your Lord as well. مِن كُلِّ مُتَكَبِّرٍ, from the ignorant people like you. لَا يُؤْمِنُ بِيَوْمِ الْحِسَابِ, who do not reckon the day of judgment. What do you understand?
That the ignorant people of the
Yeah.
ignorant people will not see the day of light on the day of judgment.
Yeah. So Musa alayhi salam seek refuge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala against Pharaoh's bad deeds. Pharaoh talking in ignorant way of you know putting things in position, right? So rather he had the option to fight with Pharaoh, but he said no, I will seek refuge of Allah, because If two ignorant people, they say two wrong does not make one right, okay? If Musa alayhi salam starts speaking like Firaun, then what is the difference between the both? Understand? If
Mm.
your friend is starts hitting you, and you in response start hitting him more furiously, then there is no difference between the both. The one who is full of wisdom will try not to fall into the trap, okay? Understand?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's better to just get away from that place, get away from those people, because that is a never ending story. Don't fall into their trap, okay? واخر دعوانا الحمد لله رب العالمين.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz.